2 adoptive parents have been charged with keeping their adopted child in a box. Now, let me tell you why this is a personal story for me. I was a foster child. I had some great foster parents, but I also know some who did not. Let's put up their mug shots. Timothy and Tracy Ferritter. Florida couple. Yep, out of Florida. They've been charged with child abuse after they allegedly forced their 13-year-old adopted son to live in an 8x8 box located in their garage. The Ferriters have been charged with aggravated child abuse and false imprisonment and are being held at the Palm Beach County Jail. Their bond has been set at $50,000 by a judge. That's too damn low in my opinion. Who also instructed them to have no contact with any of their children. Jupiter police have placed both Tracy and Timothy into custody after investigators said the child was forced to live in the structure with a mattress and a bucket since 2017. When the child was first adopted, a deadbolt and a light switch were installed on the outside of the box, and the camera was installed inside the structure. Put up the pictures of these monsters again. Okay. The arrest came after Tracy reported her son missing on January 28th. Days later, on January 30th, investigators visited the home and said they found the structure. Tracy claimed to a detective the space was for storage. They also visited the 13-year-old at Independence Middle School, where they interviewed him and learned of his alleged living conditions. The young man allegedly told the detectives that he was locked away for up to 18 hours per day. The couple only allowed the teen to leave the garage to attend school. The child also allegedly said he ran away from the home because I felt like no one loves me and that he did not feel safe. The other 3 children living in the home have been relocated by Child Protective Services. A neighbor said they kept to themselves and confirmed seeing the structure himself, saying you could see it from the outside. This is a photo of the home, okay? Their attorney says that they are innocent, that the child is wrong and suffers from behavioral issues. Well, listen, I suffer from behavioral issues too, okay? When you're in that kind of atmosphere, you don't have the anchor of a mother or father, you will suffer from some behavioral issues. That doesn't mean their story or the story of foster children should not be taken seriously. We're gonna follow this one. We're gonna follow this one. I'm thankful that intervention has happened, that at least the children are in a better environment and not being criminally kidnapped and held hostage, but it's still not a great situation. It may be decent. Believe me, I know. Ms. Dahl, what are your thoughts here?
It's so incredibly sad. I mean, the suffering that child had for years, like I can't even actually wrap my mind around it. And so many children in this country are suffering when they're in maybe abusive homes before they've been removed and put into foster care, or like you said, in foster care situations. Some of them are amazing and some of them really aren't. And our most vulnerable in our population gets completely overlooked. The cases that we hear about in the news are, maybe like celebrity criminal cases, right? I mean, we've heard so much about the Alec Baldwin Rust movie over and over and over again. But this kind of case, or many other child abuse cases happen under the radar, and it's completely unacceptable, but we accept it as a society and we can do so much better. And yeah, it's painful hearing these kind of cases.
Very painful, but everyone who sees this, there's something you can do to help. Because every state, every jurisdiction, they have a foster care authority that oversees or has oversight over foster care systems. You can become part of the volunteer effort to help nonprofits, in particular 501c3 nonprofits that work with foster children. I help a few in my local community as well. One of them I was connected to as a foster child personally, and I give back to them now as a professional. So I highly encourage you to be part of those efforts in your local area. All right, we got more on the other side. It's Indisputable, stick and stay.